with his biggest fan. It was a heartwarming moment that's now gone viral. Minor league catcher J.C. Escarra FaceTiming his mother to break some life-changing news.
See ya! Home run!
Escarra making his debut in the big leagues at the Yankees opening day against the Brewers, donning his fresh pinstripes with the number 25.
Yankees on top 1-0.
But there was even more to his call-up to the majors. When Yankees manager Aaron Boone brought Escarra into his office.
This is difficult to have to do because I know you put yourself in a really good position. Now you're going to big leagues.
At one point before his new gig with the Yankees, Escarra had to do a handful of side hustles as an Uber driver, substitute teacher, and baseball coach to pay the bills. That worry now distant.
Let's go, baby.
Proud of you.
Born in Florida but raised in a Yankee household, Escarra has been playing the game since he was 4 years old. But the journey to the big leagues was not an easy one. Countless hours and thousands of miles traveled. Escarra bounced from the Orioles minor leagues to various independent and foreign leagues, but he never gave up on the dream.
I made the team.
His entire family showing up at Yankee Stadium to support him on opening day. And fresh from opening day at Yankee Stadium, we are so happy to have JC and his mom right here in Studio 1A. JC, Mary, good morning to both of you.
Morning.
Good morning. Thank you for having us.
Dude, congratulations. You did it. You're a Yankee. How's it feel?
Finally, a dream come true. Yesterday at the home opener, man, what a feeling just being on that line and having that New York Yankees logo on my chest is just so special. Not just to me, but to my family.
Mary, what for you? Watching this, knowing how hard he has worked for that moment. What was it like to see it come true?
Just in Saturday, I was like crying constantly. The tear was coming out, but thank God because we have to give the glory to Him.
Yes.
Because everything was perfect at the right time.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I want to go back to that phone call. I mean, go ahead.
I was cleaning the house like a Saturday normal, and then when he called me, I was not expecting anything. So I was talking to my mom, and then I said, "Look, JC's calling." So as soon as I got it, and then he started talking, I was normal until he said that, and I said, "Oh!" and then I started crying.
And then you cried for days.
Per days, and yesterday, as soon as I got to that stadium, I started crying again, crying. So the first thing was to call my mom,
It's just beautiful. You're either crying or smiling. You both always have that smile on your face. I know you're so close. You said you two were almost like twins, you and your mom.
Yeah.
How important has she been to you being here in this moment?
Yeah, very important. So just after everything I've been through, the people that were there for me, with open arms, when I got released, when I had all this adversity, was there, my family, my wife, my dad, my brother, my mom, they were all there for me when I needed them the most.
You almost gave up on this baseball dream.
Oh no, it was one more no from retiring and hanging up the cleats. So for me to be in this position right now, it's a dream come true.
What kept you going? Well, you mentioned you were one no away from giving it up. What kept you motivated?
Just in my heart, I knew I had to give it another year. I got the green light from my wife. During that year that all this was happening, I just got married, just bought an apartment, and it was time to put my big boy pants on and provide for my family. But we made it happen. She took on 3 jobs,
Wow.
and she let me, go and play and chase a dream one more year. And it was the best decision, of our lives.
They're here in the studio.
They are, and they're amazing. And your dad as well, your brother. I mean, this is a family effort that has come to pass here. By the way, we should mention, Jocelyn's pregnant. You have a new baby.
Nice.
Little boy in June.
Yep, in June, my first one.
It's kind of amazing how everything works together in one moment.
Yeah, stuff that, I didn't even dream about, and it's all happening, you know, all at the same time. So.
And by the way, the Yankees. Like, you're a Yankees-loving family,
Yes,
right, Mom? I mean,
yes,
this is the team.
yes, since I was in Cuba with my grandfather.
And
And then when I came,
Yes.
continue with the Yankees and also my husband.
Okay, and am I right that your other son's middle name is Derek after Derek Jeter?
Yeah.
Oh, this is
Yes.
destiny.
Yeah,
Destiny.
definitely.
You know what I loved about that call the most? When you called your mom, it wasn't, hey, I made it. I made it after all these years, I did it. It was we.
Yeah.
When you heard that, what'd you think, Mom?
At that time,
Yeah.
imagine I was like, it was like I was unable to breathe.
Well, it's just wonderful. You got another game tomorrow. The journey begins. It's just wonderful to have you here, and thanks for giving everybody inspiration, because that's what it is for anyone. Whether baseball's your dream or something else, never give up. You never
Exactly,
know.
and that's what I wanted, just for my story to be an inspiration to everyone out there. I just happen to play baseball, but, you know, they could use it, you know, for whatever they do, whatever goals they have. So,
Yeah.
you know, I just want to inspire.
Congratulations
Thank
on all
you
the
to both.
things.
All right.
Thank you so much.
Al, send it over to you.
That's what sports and life is all about. Congratulations. My gosh. And the Yankees win.